When I was a boy, I discovered I had the power to control people's minds, make them think or do whatever I wanted. When I was 17, I met a young man named Eric Lenscher. He too had an unusual power. He could create magnetic fields and control metal. Believing that humanity would never accept us, he grew angry and vengeful. He became Magneto.
The X-Men, but basically Stan Lee, in my book that I have, that's not here of course, did say that that was supposed to have been the civil rights struggle. I mean, you know, and anybody can see that. They kind of mixed it up a little bit because Professor X, the X in the title should actually go for Malcolm X. But they put that on the Martin Luther King camp. They put the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. When you say Brotherhood, you know, that's sounding a little Masonic. You know, something they putting out there. They put that on the righteous mutants, the real mutants, the ones that was striving for freedom, justice, and equality. You understand? That's what they were striving for. But, you know, Magneto was actually supposed to be Malcolm X.
They wish to cure us, but I say to you, we are the cure! The cure for that infirm, imperfect condition called Homo sapiens. They have their weapons. We have ours. We will strike with a vengeance and a fury that this world has never witnessed. And if any mutants stand in our way, we will use this poison against them. We shall go to Alcatraz Island, take control of the cure, and destroy its source. And then nothing can stop us!
A major pharmaceutical company has developed a mutant antibody, a way to suppress the mutant X gene.
Suppress?
Permanently. They're calling it a cure.
Well, that's ridiculous. You can't cure being a mutant.
Well, scientifically speaking...
Since when did we become a disease? How can anybody in their right...
They're announcing it now.
These so-called mutants are people, just like us. Their affliction is nothing more than a disease, a corruption of healthy cellular activity. But I stand here today to tell you that there's hope. And this site, once the world's most famous prison, will now be the source of freedom for all mutants who choose it. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present the answer to mutation. Finally, we have a cure.
Who would want this cure? I mean, what kind of coward would take it just to fit in?
Is it cowardice to save oneself from persecution? Not all of us can fit in so easily. You don't shat on the furniture.
Well, for all we know, the government helped cook this up.
I can assure you the government had nothing to do with this.
Yeah, well, I've heard that before.
My boy, I have been fighting for mutant rights since before you had claws.
Did he just call me boy?
Is it true? They can cure us?
Yes, Rogue, it appears to be true.
No, Professor. They can't cure us. You want to know why? Because there's nothing to cure. Nothing's wrong with you. Or any of us, for that matter.
How should we as mutants respond? Here's what I think. This is about getting organized, bringing our complaints to the right people. We need to put together a committee and talk to the government. They don't understand. They don't know what it means to be a mutant. We need to show them, educate them, let them know that we're here to stay. Come on. People, you must listen. They won't take us seriously.
They want to exterminate us.
This cure is voluntary. Nobody's talking about extermination.
No one ever talks about it. They just do it. And you go on with your lives, ignoring the signs all around you. And then one day, when the air is still and the night has fallen, they come for you.
Excuse me.
It's only then you realize what you're talking about organizing and committees. The extermination has already begun. Make no mistake, my brothers. They will draw first blood. They will force their cure upon us. The only question is, will you join my brotherhood and fight? Or wait for the inevitable genocide? Who will you stand with, the humans or us?
X-Men and all these different movies of us mutating, but it's called transmutation, into something else. And we the original people. That means we was on the planet long enough for something to actually happen with our DNA. You see what I'm saying? And don't think that the planet, the trees and everything else is not the same species. It's all one. It's not how indigenous you are, but how transmuted you are.
Don't give up on the marriage.
What would you have me do, Charles? I've heard these arguments before.
It was a long time ago. Mankind has evolved since then.
Yes, into us. You're sneaking around in here, Charles. Whatever are you looking for?
I'm looking for hope.
I will bring you hope, old friend. And I ask only one thing in return. Don't get in my way. We are the future, Charles, not them. They no longer matter.